People, notice this particular trick that Harry and Meghan and their PR team seemingly like to do. Every single occasion that the duo appear in public, it's a sort of shock factor. The picture afterwards, you think you've seen it all, heard it all, and of course dissected it all. But then there's always something behind the scenes. This particular picture, though, didn't really exactly have the impact that even the duo had hoped. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. How are you? Nice to see you today. And as ever, thank you so much for joining me. It's an interesting thing, this, isn't it? Because, normally celebrities, and that's what Harry and Meghan are now, have to keep the momentum going. There's that very strange picture, whether it's AI or not, of the duo taken randomly by a couple, who just took the back of them. Very strange picture, if you believe it or not. I'll leave that one there. And then, of course, we've now got this brand new picture, which emerged after the event in New York City for the social media thing that they twittered on about, and the dangers, of course, about teenagers and children. It is a serious topic. It didn't really get anywhere because nobody really knew what they were wittering on about. Seemingly Harry upset people, chicken farmers somewhere. You just kind of think, nobody go through this script. Nobody work it out and think, possibly not a good idea to offend people. But now you see, what they were hoping for was simply this. It's the big names afterwards. It's a bit like over here in London. We've just had the Madonna concert, Huge success for the 65-year-old singing superstar. But it's the people that attended now that pop out and, pop up on social media. And you think, oh, wow, didn't realize they were there. It becomes interesting. Harry and Meghan, you see, try and do the same thing. But this time around, they've only been able to manage to get Kamala Harris's husband to pop up on said picture. Now, according to a very well-placed source, this hasn't gone down exactly the way that they had hoped. You see, originally they had invited, remember this guy? Yes, that's right, the mayor of New York City, Eric, who had to go on television to defend that catastrophic car chase around his city. Even he could not stop laughing at this, ludicrousy, because it just was obviously not true. He knew it, everybody else knew it. But what Harry and Meghan decided to do, and as ever, we have to say allegedly with their team, was invite Mayor Eric along to this said event. Now, for now at least, I've been in contact with his office. Sadly, he wasn't able to attend. He had prior business. But you see, the only person they could get, seemingly, was the husband of Camilla Harris. Now, no disrespect to Ed, I'm sure he's a nice guy, but he's hardly got the pulling power. And even when you think about it, Prince Harry must have thought, a few years back, I would have been able to invite the President of the United States, or indeed the First Lady. We know Dr. Jill Biden was a big fan of Prince Harry, as was Michelle Obama and, of course, Barack Obama. All of these people are seemingly keeping a mega distance. But they're hoping that this particular picture, political or non-political, whichever way you look at it, will try and spark some interest from certain parties, particularly as Meghan's now new direction really is going down a political route. The bottom line is she now needs to learn to stop hugging people, shake hands, and come up with a little bit more sincerity. And let's be honest, all the while you would have thought it's such a big event, with of course such a colossal amount of free PR attached to that event, even though there were no crowds outside, you would have thought they could have pulled off somebody a little bit better than the husband of course, someone in slight political power. As ever, though, they're happy with it, and as long as they're happy with it, the PR team, and we're talking about it, of course, it keeps them in the headlines. But is this the right direction, or is it all for the wrong reasons? Either way, I'm sure Meghan's fuming in Montecito. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.